time we try to break it down and build again. Yeah, every time we try to make up for something lost. You know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky. On a prayer we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. With a love like this, we'll never fall. All of a sudden you'll be standing there with someone new, 'cause it's been going so wrong for so long. Let's keep Do you remember when we couldn't get enough of it all? We kept it going for so long, so long. I don't know where I would be if we let it go. 'Cause every time we try to break it down and build again. Yeah, every time we try to make up for something lost. You know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky. On a prayer we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. With a love like this, we'll never fall. All of a sudden you'll be standing there with someone new, 'cause it's been going so wrong for so long. Let's keep Do you remember when we couldn't get enough of it all? We kept it going for so long, so long. I don't know where I would be if we let it go. 'Cause every time we try to break it down and build again. Yeah, every time we try to make up for something lost. You know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky. On a prayer we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. With a love like this, we'll never fall. All of a sudden you'll be standing there with someone new, 'cause it's been going so wrong for so long. Let's keep. Do you remember when we couldn't get enough of it all? We kept it going for so long, so long. I don't know where I would be if we let it go. 'Cause every time we try to break it down and build again. Yeah, every time we try to make up for something lost. You know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky. On a prayer we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. With a love like this, we'll never fall. All of a sudden you'll be standing there with someone new, 'cause it's been going so wrong for so long. Let's keep Do you remember when we couldn't get enough of it all? We kept it going for so long, so long. I don't know where I would be if we let it go. 'Cause every time we try to break it down and build again. Yeah, every time we try to make up for something lost. You know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky. On a prayer we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. With a love like 'Cause every time we try to break it down and build again, yeah, every time we try to make up for something lost, you know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky on a prayer, we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. But with a love like this, we'll never fall. All of a sudden you'll be standing there with someone new, 'cause it's been going so wrong for so long. Let's keep Do you remember when we couldn't get enough of it all? We kept it going for so long, so long. I don't know where I would be if we let it go. 'Cause every time we try to break it down and build again, yeah, every time we try to make up for something lost, you know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky on a prayer, we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. But with a love like this, we'll never fall. All of a sudden you'll be standing there with someone new, 'cause it's been going so wrong for so long. Let's keep Do you remember when we couldn't get enough of it all? We kept it going for so long, so long. I don't know where I would be if we let it go. 'Cause every time we try to break it down and build again, yeah, every time we try to make up for something lost, you know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky on a prayer, we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. But with a love like this, we'll never fall. All of a sudden you'll be standing there with someone new, 'cause it's been going so wrong for so long. Let's keep. Do you remember when we couldn't get enough of it all? We kept it going for so long, so long. I don't know where I would be if we let it go. This time we can reach the sky on a prayer, we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. But with a love like this, we'll never fall. All of a sudden you'll be standing there with someone new, 'cause it's been going so wrong for so long. Let's keep Do you remember when we couldn't get enough of it all? We kept it going for so long, so long. I don't know where I would be if we let it go. 'Cause every time we try to break it down and build again, yeah, every time we try to make up for something lost, you know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky on a prayer, we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. But with a love like
and welcome to Nerds with Dice. I apologize for my voice. I've been sick, but today we are playing Toni the Vampire Slayer. We are finally back. Apologize for being very late today. We had a lot of technical difficulties. Real quick, we do have merch. You can check that out through the link in the chat, and we are also sponsored by apologies by we are sponsored by Grinding Coffee Company, Black and LGBTQ plus owned coffee company, dedicated to the gaming community, and you can use the link Gunmetal Blues or the code Gunmetal Blues to get 10% off over there. Last week, the group, it has been a little bit, but I believe last time you talked to the mom.
Yes. So we do you want should I tag in here or
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I do remember events, but I don't remember names, so please
so
do.
we spoke to the mom while hold on, it's been a bit. Let me just check names again. So Lily and Adish spoke to the mom whose name was oh, I didn't write that down. I have to write down names more often.
Let's see, that was Bella's mom, right?
Yes. Wait, actually, no. Isn't no Bella's the girl.
No. Bella's Bully's mom.
Bella is suspected demon. I
Wizard,
think
high sorcerer, and
something. Um, the witch who was like summoning hellhounds or well shadow dogs. I am drawing a blank on her name. I remember her last name is Jackson,
mm,
but because then we met her mom, Miss Jackson. um, but yeah, Miss Jackson is just like Bella might be the either the reincarnation of a demon that the school's secret society sealed away under the school, which we'll get into that at some point. Um, or is actually the demon trying to possessing a human with a weakened connection, trying to open the portal to hell that's again underneath the school. So we spoke with the mom. The mom is, I think the mom's agreed to like tell her daughter to not do witchy things at school, but
which
it's
I
also
should
just,
stress she currently cannot do anyway because I confiscated her book, which I mean I broke into her apartment and stole it.
yeah, yeah, but also to be like, don't get a new book and try again.
They might have spares, yeah.
Then Corey went to confront Bella on their own, to which Bella kind of just mask off said, yeah, I'm the Isabella you're looking for. What are you gonna do about it? Uh, but while that was happening, Lily and Adish went to a bookstore owned by one of the original members of the secret society and were trying to act like they were, well, I can't say Dungeons and Dragons players because of the OGL nonsense, but
All right, yeah. No, don't
um
worry. This was somewhere in the last 20
medieval
years. So
medieval TTRPG enthusiasts. To which said member, I am so sorry. I will write down names eventually. 2023 New Year's resolution, write names down. Um, Said bookstore owner was just like locked up and was just like, okay, cut the crap. What do you really want? And that's kind of where we ended.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I also need to remember to write names down because I did not write their names down.
2023 New Year resolution.
I will all right. Well, I will try to remember that, and we will just work around it as best we can. You are in this bookstore, and she's asked you, like you said, cut the crap. What is going on here? What do you actually want? Do believe there was a small conversation about Isabella potentially being back.
Yes, we did clue her into we at the cut. I think it ended at her going. I think no, we were about to just clue her in. Like we were like cliffhanger. Will you do it? To which the answer is absolutely, or at least that's my vote. Lily, what do you think?
Yeah, because let's see. She was part of like one of these schools, like Alpha, Theta, Omega, other Greek letters, like society, right?
Yeah,
If I recall correctly.
I,
And
I'm just remembering it as like Cromwell Society for some reason.
oh yeah, Cromwell. I think that's the name of the school, the founder,
Yes.
and possibly the society as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Um, and they were here to do some, or they had been preparing to move out of town, right? Because they moved in and out of town every number of years.
Yes.
I don't recall whether they just got back to do something or whether they were preparing to move away in a few years.
They would be preparing to leave in a few years.
Oh, okay.
What was it? So yeah, I think we will look at this bookstore owner and go, this is about Isabella.
So she's back already. She's early this time. That's not
Oh.
good.
Already? Or what? You mean to tell me you had like like a mark on her? Like a timer?
So, you've probably noticed, if you found me, you probably noticed the pattern.
Yes, you move in and out every decade and change, which is not typical for a bookstore owner. It's not really seasonal work.
See, I can't. I am tied here as well to this town, so I can only leave for so long. And I have to come back, but every 11 years or so, Isabella claws her way back here. And I tried to leave before she gets back.
So you're doing this to cover your own ass?
Yes, because she needs me, at least me, to unlock me or one of the other members, to which there's not many left, to unlock her little... to unlock the binding spell that keeps her from being too dangerous, but you should know she is still dangerous.
As demons are.
Now, I have been wondering about that. This binding spell of yours, it wouldn't happen to hide one from the sight, would it?
Yes. It could, yes.
Well, that's going to be a problem. I think the information I have on Bella may not be relevant then.
I mean that I'm guessing that your magic sense didn't pick up on her?
I could not detect anything in Bella. She seemed completely mundane. Hence, I thought I'd simply treat her as a librarian of our school.
I mean, a student.
Well, in my capacity as a librarian of our school.
Oh,
as
yeah.
a student.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah. Right. So we have this magic proofed we have basically the walking how do I put this? We have a demon that can walk around undetected, trying to open a portal to hell that you built a school on top of?
I'm going to say at that moment, Toni rushes in and just starts making excuses, saying she couldn't find a sitter. She's sorry for being late. She'll get started right away.
Yeah. I mean, I guess this is GM discretion.
What is?
To have Toni get in the scene, so we're not just like having this whole conversation without her.
Yeah.
I do kind of like the idea of Toni like rushing into the scene, like, because I remember that she closed the shop before starting to talk to us. And I do kind of like the idea of Toni like just you know, having her Slayer strength, like just coming in apologetic and not even noticing that she's just breaking the door.
I'm sorry.
Whoops.
I can take that back. I'm sorry. I didn't realize
No.
the shop was closed.
No. Or she just lockpicked it.
I mean, I guess, does Toni have a key? Do you open the door sometimes?
He would have the key.
So you just unlock the door and walk in, not realizing, like, something's happening?
Yeah.
Oh, Toni, this may not be the best, time.
Oh no, she's cool.
Yes, let them to stay at Toni is actually the prime authority on these matters.
I guess it's best to introduce you to our Slayer.
So Toni's the Slayer. Interesting. Alright, well...
Does that give me a pay increase?
So, one, you should know, Bella isn't exactly a demon. She's more a powerful witch. We didn't realize how powerful when we when we did the spell was meant to completely block her magic powers. And potentially lock her away. Which is why you can't see her magical abilities when you look at her. But unfortunately, she still has some ability.
Now, why did you feel the need to seal away her power?
You must understand that when Cromwell built the school, he didn't know what a Hellmouth was. He didn't know what he was building the school on top of.
He thought it was simply a fortunate complex of ley lines? Or something along those lines?
Yes, basically. But eventually we learned what it was. The problem being that as soon as we learned what it was, Bella wanted to open it. She wanted to open it and try to control it for her own uses, means. It's hard to say. We didn't know how to stop her, but eventually Cromwell figured it out just before she murdered him. So we took action and did what we could to try to stop her.
And stopping her was seal her powers, but she comes back every now and then.
Yes, because we didn't realize just how strong she was. My theory, which I haven't been able to test or anything, is that when she goes away, it's sort of like a battery. She's building up her power to temporarily loosen some of her restrictions to come back and try to find a way to break the binding.
Hmm. And she uses this to, with the end goal of still trying to open up and control the Hellmouth?
I haven't had a conversation with her in years, but I would imagine so, yes.
Hmm. Well, that puts us in a difficult position.
I would
It's,
imagine so, yes.
Question is, how do we... Here's the thing. The student she's masquerading as is still a separate person from Isabella, correct?
Oh, no. And she is herself. We don't know how she did it, but she managed to make herself semi-immortal before we sealed away her powers. So she masquerades as a student every time she comes back.
Ah, so I guess the obvious solution of kill the student doesn't work.
Well, it depends on the type of immortality.
She is theoretically killable. uh, it's just we must understand that we were scared of her. We didn't think ourselves strong enough to be able to kill her. We didn't have someone like the Slayer with us to stop her.
In that case, Tony, you're gonna have a reading list. Adish turns to the bookstore owner. We're going to need all the knowledge you have on fighting Isabella. Do not hold back. All you can get is our word that we won't use this on you, but which I mean, we won't. You're, as far as we know, you're just a humble bookstore owner now. You haven't given us any reason to distrust you.
Okay.
Unless this winds up being bogus and our attempt to fight Isabella turns horribly because of faulty information. But
Right.
Say, you have been in a similar cycle for quite some time. Is that correct? Would it be... Well, would it be jumping to conclusions to assume that you are under the effects of the same immortality spell that worked on Isabella?
Not the same one, no. But one, yes. Like you said, we don't know which one she used. But yes.
Well, that would be one important step. Knowing the spell is very important if one wants to dispel it.
I can give you some books, and I have some notes.
But if everything started for her with the... It shouldn't be too far away.
Yes, let me grab everything I have, and
Yes, I'm going to need records.
so she goes around the shop. She pulls out a couple of books, and then like 3 like handwritten like journals of like everything she's tried to learn.
Yep. It's just kind of funny because like Lily has a small magical library that the reason it's small is basically because she's had to rebuild it since she moved out of Europe. So it could very well be that 1 or 2 of her own books like are hand-me-downs from the Cromwell Society. But we'll we'll look into that later. Like there's enough books in front of me right now. I think there are actually rules for researching spells, right?
Researching, yes.
Like I think mostly it's just like general skills, but for spells there's special rules.
Yes.
So yeah.
So
I think Lily is sorry.
Do you stay here and try to research, or do you go back?
So I think because she runs a bookstore, that also means, and since it's at least partially a functioning occult bookstore, that means she has pretty good records on like where everything has moved here. So this would be a very good place to start.
Okay.
Because, she's going to have a good idea of... There's not that many magical tomes in a single town, although there probably will be much more than average if it's built on the Hellmouth because of whole, stands attracting stands nonsense. But yeah, like just a place that has some records on where magical books have moved over the past century seems like a very good place to start, because even if I don't find anything, I'll find leads on where to find other things. Oh, there we go. Research. Intelligence and occultism. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, it does say the occult library quality is invaluable here. Blah, blah, blah. 90s edge. Oh, but that's just a requirement. Okay. Like that doesn't actually give you like a bonus. Well, I'm using her occult library, so I don't think I'm like depleting my own, but
No, you're using hers, which means she has a good one, which means you take no penalties.
all right. Let me see real quick. So it's intelligence and occultism,
Yep.
which that's a +10 on my end. So let's try that. It's a 17. And this is going to be, while everything else is going on, because research takes a while. Let's see. Oh, that's an excellent result, according to the level 5 success, according to the table.
Okay, so immediately you're able to, based on her notes and what you find in the library, you're able to narrow it down to 3 potential spells.
Mm-hmm.
One that requires stabbing the person with a branch from a yew tree to be able to kill them.
Oh, the old boulder, right?
One that is can only be dispelled during an eclipse, and one that you have to to dispel it, you have to put them in a river or a moving body of fresh water for, I don't know, 10 minutes or something before it dispels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So One can be dispelled by impalement on wood from a yew tree. One can be dispelled by keeping the recipient in running water for 10 minutes, and one can be dispelled during an eclipse. Or one maybe is non-functional during an eclipse. Is that what you mean? Like it like goes unbreak during an eclipse automatically, or more like there is a dispelling spell and you can only use it during an eclipse?
That's what I mean. There's
So using. So one, I'll say one can be dispelled using a simple incantation, but only during an eclipse. I'm guessing it's that sort of deal. If I'm wrong, definitely correct me.
That's correct.
Okay, I have taken my first notes.
Yeah, I'm like slowly compiling notes about what I vaguely remember in the past couple sessions. So, but I think during all this magic talk, Adish will try to look composed, but he's just like, I don't know what this is. It's like back to his mind. It's like, ask Lily later to explain it like I'm 5.
And I think Lily is just like very rapidly going through, the occult book section, just regularly going back to the counter and then like giving the bookstore owners like compliments on how well she's keeping everything organized.
Lily X bookstore owner when?
Oh no.
I think Tony's taking notes and like trying to make sure she doesn't have to actually work right now.
Like busy.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think that's that's gonna be like a significant part of the evening for Lily. So
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else we need to ask her?
Well, since she knows I am the Slayer, do I get time off for slaying duties? And is it paid time off?
She will give you time off for slaying duties, but you might have to negotiate for whether it's paid time off. Eventually she is going to kick everyone out and be like, I'm closing early tonight. Just please.
Understandable.
But I showed up for my shift today, so
I think Adish leaves a business card, and it's just like, in case you remember anything that we might need.
Don't worry about your shift, Tony. I'll pay you for the whole thing. Just please. Everyone, I need some time to myself. Thank you. Please leave.
Understood. Thank you for your time.
all right, I'll be taking this and this and this, and I will be returning these to you later.
and Tony will just gather her stuff and go. Since she's paid.
How do you go back to the school?
I think I got here on a ride from Oddish, right?
Yeah, I imagine like Adish drove and is probably just going to like offer a ride back. Like just be like, I'll drive everyone back.
Hmm.
Uh, just put his little Corolla to work.
Is that a car?
Yeah, it's like a tiny like decent sedan. It's tiny. The gag here is that it's tiny.
Mm. Yeah. So yeah, I think Lily is like on the tall side to begin with, so she's like kind of cramped up in one of the back seats.
Mm.
Very prim.
Everyone in this car is tall, so we're all just like hunched over. Like teacher salaries don't let you buy SUVs.
Mm.
Actually, I'm not. I'm pretty sure they do, but
Just like your little car.
yeah,
Look,
saves money. You gotta save gas money somehow.
it has character.
Yeah. It's just like so. So Adish is just like, this is probably the part where Adish is like, okay, so explain to me like I'm five. So he's just gonna try to rationalize this. So we have to figure out how to break an immortality spell, and then how to kill a
Yes.
student.
That last part I cannot help you with.
It's just one of those. The Watcher organization is going to have a field day with this, but I can contact them and ask them what they know about immortality spells.
Well, the good thing is, you have a liaison here who is kept on retainer by the Watchers Association to help you with exactly this kind of thing. And for once, I'm actually quite interested in doing my job.
What do you mean you're actually interested? You mean you weren't before? He chuckles.
Were you?
I mean, look, I have my reasons to be here, but uh let's just say doing well, it's in my best interest to do well here, aside from not wanting the hell mouth to open and destroy this town.
Do you get paid extra for being on the Watchers Council?
uh Look, the Watchers Council, if the Watchers Council's paid well, do you think I would teach?
I wasn't sure. It's
I mean,
mostly the car that makes me question things, I'll be honest.
no,
I've
the
seen
Watchers
others.
Council covers some expenses, but I'm still on my own for things like rent and car paint. Well, actually, I think technically he owns a house at, if I've read resources correctly. Let me double check that real quick.
I think you did.
Yeah, middle, yeah. Yeah, in terms of my mortgage and my car and things like that, I'm on my own. But
So what does the Watch Council cover?
let's see, they cover weapons maintenance, um, giving me enough connections to actually stash weapons at the school. Let's see, what else do they cover? Medical bills if I get them from fighting the occult. Uh, hmm.
The university has terrible insurance.
Well, I can't exactly explain to the university insurance provider that a student summoned a hellhound and broke my ribs. But I
They
can
do
explain.
tend to be difficult about that.
Yeah, but
I've had difficulty getting renovations to the library done.
Yeah, though they are very good about if you have if you've brought back the head of something occult and said, I broke my leg fighting this, then they're very good about covering your medical bills.
We'll need to keep that in mind. Tony, if you slay any occult beings, make sure to preserve the head.
Well,
Right.
something.
I'll add that to my notes of playing notes.
Right. So for the part that I'm qualified for, well, as they say, all roads lead to Rome, or there is more than one way to skin an onion, or some other English saying.
I mean, I think there's only one way to peel an onion, but I get what you are saying. There are probably many solutions. We just have to find the one that doesn't destroy the town.
Well, I mean, you can pull the peel off, or if you're cutting it, you can cut it and then peel it off a little bit easier.
Yes, you can use your nails, but it will make your fingers smell for days.
Yeah. There's also rinsing it for 30 minutes, but who has the time for that?
Or
At any rate, there is more than one type of immortality spell. And while we have been able to narrow things down significantly thanks to the, frankly, excellent bookkeeping that your employer has been doing, I'm not quite sure which it is. Either way, I can say that impaling Bella on a branch from a yew tree in a river for 10 minutes during an eclipse will absolutely make her stop being immortal and die.
what is the next clip?
Oh, you'll also need to say these words. She
Can
like
one
writes
of us
down a
do the
little
impaling
like
and
old
someone
German
else-
phrase.
Can one of us do the impaling and one of us say the words?
But these are a combination of 3 different dispelling methods. I think it would be much more realistic to try them either one at a time or narrow things down further. Either that or gamble, but well, that is suboptimal for several reasons.
Oh. So, in essence, we'll have to figure out. We either have to find a way to investigate Isabella better than the society that has on and off sealed her has, or carry every form of immortality breaking method and have a whole battle with Isabella to test them all on.
Well, I think there can be some ways of making things a little bit easier. Perhaps if we could pull some strings. How common is yew wood around here? If we could arrange some sort of woodworking class that Bella would need to take active effort to get out of.
Actually, I could try to investigate if Bella is in woodworking, or see if the arts department does have yew wood in stock.
There are ways to bring her in closer contact with you and see if she backs off.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think that would be one of the easier ones to test.
I mean, I will just say this. I'm pretty sure I have a reputation of being the professor who's a little strange. I could just randomly put said objects in my classroom. Nobody would bat an eye aside from Isabella.
That is a good point. Your reputation could work in our favor here.
Yeah, I mean, I browse our secrets page on social media. I've read some of the things written about me.
What is social media?
Oh, right. No, social media is not existed yet.
But what year? About what year is this?
I think even if it did exist, like,
Oh, no. I mean,
Lily
no,
would not
MySpace.
know.
Oh, around what year is this? The 90s?
Yeah.
96 or so.
Yeah, there were some, not much, I think.
There'd probably be like a forum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read the school forums and read what students write about me.
You read the forums?
Of course I do. How else do you think we like? You think we don't check what students are writing about us?
I didn't think you knew how to use the forums.
How old do you think I am?
I don't know, like 60?
Ma'am, I am 32.
Oh. I didn't know. Sorry.
Well, for what it's worth, you are wise beyond your years and have been using your limited years wisely.
Well, to be fair, I think he's about to say something and then he just stops himself. He's just like, no, never mind.
I can't believe you.
Intellectually speaking, I would not have guessed that you were a year under 40.
I'm flattered. I'm flattered. Now, if only I can convince people who see my what do they call the advertisements you would put in newspapers for like dating? Forgetting the term.
I think.
Oh, the what?
Was it like personal ads?
Yes. Now, if only the people who read my personal ads thought the same way.
We'll have to discuss that later.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think whose house would be first on this carpool ride.
That's a good question. I think Lily lives fairly close to the school because she does not she doesn't have a car.
Mm-hmm. So okay, so I'm trying to think. Do we want to do like have a conversation among ourselves and then just end the scene with like, okay, and then everyone's dropped off next day? Or do we want to do like let's say Lily's like, okay, I've had enough conversation, it's time to rest, and then, well, this is probably like a question for the table, and then have like Slayer Watcher conversation about like, all right, actually, I think this conversation can happen all three of us in the car. So
yeah, if you'd like to have like Slayer watch your conversation, like Lily can always get out of the car early.
But I think Lily's also like an honorary watcher by extension, is probably going to just have to be.
I'm going to forgive you for saying that.
Well, okay, like in Adisha's eyes, it's like Lily's not a watcher, but also kind of is. For like to be fair, of the Scoobies currently, Lily is the person he trusts most on these matters.
And that makes sense. Like Lily probably also like thinks Adish is like the most sensible among our little. We do seem to have taken the roles of like the mom and dad of the group.
Pretty much. So it's just going to be like, so Toni, because I'm very afraid of your answer to this, tell me what you think you need to do.
School wise or Slayer wise?
Slayer wise.
Find a way to slay like I'm supposed to, and to neutralize Bella.
Okay, we're on the same page there. All right, so at some point we should probably find Corey, and I think Atish has that like. I don't know if you've ever seen that one anime gif of like an old dude driving a car and then he suddenly bug eyes.
I think so.
I will find it. But
Senator Phillips, or
no, it's like from an anime, but I forget which one.
yeah, Senator Phillips is an anime character.
Oh, yeah, this one. I put in Discord.
Oh,
Has that moment of like, Corey. Buckle up and hold on real quick. Does like a screeching you.
What about Corey?
Exactly. Corey, we don't know if Corey went to find his belt. Well, actually, Teddy, should I rewind? Because I just realized it might be unfair to Harper to be like, hey, we should check on Corey, but we don't have Corey. So should I focus on dropping him off, or?
I have a plan to go ahead and like, oh, we need to go check on Corey after everything we just learned.
Okay, yeah. So then is going to like make a screeching you, probably get cursed out by residents of El Calo. Corey, everyone. Okay.
I think like Lily just mutters something under her breath, like, "Oh, this is why I hate automated mobiles."
How old are
Yes.
you? 60?
I think she just glares at you when you say that.
I think Adisha's hands just go like firmly 10 and 2. She's like, I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask. But I think now it's going to like be on the back of his mind. It's like, I know next to nothing about her. Like as a person, aside from she likes books and
Right. So are you going back to the school then?
yes, going to like drive right to the dorms.
Okay.
I imagine teachers have like parking spots.
Yes. And when do you use yours or do you use the student lot?
I think I imagine the student dorms have like a visitor parking.
Yeah, probably.
So it's probably like frowned upon to do it, but he's just going to be like, you know what? This could be desperate times. Will put his car in the student parking lot. In the visitor parking. His teacher pass will be visible, so maybe like campus security will be like, dick, and walk on.
Okay. So suspend your disbelief a little bit about how they knew where you were, but when you get out of the car, there is a gentleman, we'll say he's like, I don't know, mid-30s looking, and he's standing behind your car as you get out.
Do I know this gentleman?
Does not look familiar to you, no.
I think Adish will get out and just be like, can I help you?
I think so. See, a little birdie told me that you know just a little too much. And he transforms his face into a vampire. Into that of a vampire, and then says, but my boys are going to take care of that. And there's 3 other vampires surrounding you, and that specific vampire walks away, but there's 3 other, surrounding you as best they can in the current situation, and that is where we're going to take a break.
Oh boy.
Well, back at the car. Just drive.
Oh yeah, this probably looks really bad for the passengers in the car. They're just like,
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So is it very clear that person wasn't like that
Yeah.
person bared like it was probably like
he
bare
put on
fangs.
his demon face and was like, I'm a vampire.
Boy. So I guess important question before the fight. Do I have my weapons?
you could, yeah, you like you can at least have a stake on your person or something.
Like the knife.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't
Cool.
say you have like a sword unless you can like pop the trunk of your car or something. But
You have
like
a
a
player
knife,
with
Yeah, no, I'm just checking what my weapon options are. Okay.
like a knife or something that you can keep on your person, you probably have.
Yeah, probably like the knife and stake. Okay.
All right, we'll be back in about 10 minutes, and make sure you get up, stretch, drink some water, and do all the things, and we'll be back.
Do you remember when we couldn't get enough of it all? We kept it going for so long, so long. I don't know where I would be if we let it go. 'Cause every time we try to break it down and build again, yeah, every time we try to make up for something lost, you know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky on a prayer. We go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. But with a love like this, we'll never fall. All of a sudden you'll be standing there with someone new, 'cause it's been going so wrong for so long. Let's keep this dream alive, the art of letting go. 'Cause every time we try to make a stand and start again, yeah, every time we try to make up and make amends, you know, when push comes to shove, this time we can reach the sky on a prayer. We go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. But with a love like this, why can't you see what you did with me? Please don't leave me hanging like this. I try to recall and make sense of it all. I never thought it'd come down to this. Let's try to make a new start. Do you remember when we couldn't get enough of it all? We kept it going for so long, so long. You know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky on a prayer. We go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. Oh, this time we can reach the sky on a prayer. We go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. But with a love like this, we'll never fall. 'Cause I'm wide awake. 'Cause with a love like this, we'll never fall. Do you remember when we couldn't get enough of it all? We kept it going for so long, so long. I don't know where I would be if we let it go. 'Cause every time we try to break it down and build again, yeah, every time we try to make up for something lost, you know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky on a prayer. We go higher than high. Yeah, wide You know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky. On a prayer we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. Oh, this time we can reach the sky. On a prayer we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. But with a love like this, we'll never fall. 'Cause we're wide awake. 'Cause with a love like this, we'll never fall. Do you remember when we couldn't get enough of it all? We kept it going for so long, so long. I don't know where I would be if we let it go. 'Cause every time we try to break it down and build again, yeah, every time we try to make up for something lost, you know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky. On a prayer we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. But with a love like this, we'll never fall. All of a sudden you'll be standing there with someone new, 'cause it's been going so wrong for so long. Let's keep this dream alive, the art of letting go. 'Cause every time we try to make a stand and start again, yeah, every time we try to make up and make amends, you know, when push comes to shove, this time we can reach the sky. On a prayer we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. But with a love like this, why can't you see what you're doing to me? Please don't leave me hanging like this. I try to recall and make sense of it all. I never thought it'd come down to this. Let's try to make a new start. Do you remember when we couldn't get enough of it all? We kept it going for so long, so long. You know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky. On a prayer we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. Oh, this time we can reach the sky. On a prayer we go higher than high. Yeah, wide we try to make a stand and start again. Yeah, every time we try to make up and make amends. You know, when push comes to shove, this time we can reach the sky. On a prayer we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can't deny. But with a love like this, why can't you see what you're doing to me? Please don't leave me hanging like this. I try to recall and make sense of it all. I never thought it'd come down to this. Let's try to make a new start. Do you remember when we couldn't get enough of it all? We kept it going for so long, so long. You know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky. On a prayer we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can't deny. Oh, this time we can reach the sky. On a prayer we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can't deny. But with a love like this, we'll never fall. 'Cause I'm wide awake. 'Cause with a love like this, we'll never fall. Do you remember when we couldn't get enough of it all? We kept it going for so long, so long. I don't know where I would be if we let it go. 'Cause every time we try to break it down and build again, yeah, every time we try to make up for something lost, you know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky. On a prayer we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can't deny. But with a love like this, we'll never fall. All of a sudden you'll be standing there with someone new, 'cause it's been going so wrong for so long. Let's keep this dream alive, the art of letting go. 'Cause every time we try to make a stand and start again, yeah, every time we try to make up and make amends, you know, when push comes to shove, this time we can reach the sky. On a prayer we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can't deny. But with a love like this, why can't you see what you're doing to me? Please don't leave me hanging like this. I try to recall and make sense of it all. I never thought it'd come down to this. Let's try to make a new start. Do you remember when we couldn't get enough of it all? We kept it going for so long, so long. You know, we're never letting go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Toni the Vampire Slayer. So I should have probably done this while we were on break, but here's your car, right? And imagine there's other.
Oh,
Can you even see that in the Roll20?
let's see.
Is it like a gray square?
Yeah.
Yes, I see that.
Okay. Let me try to make sure that I'm drawing with a good color. There
I
we go.
cannot see it, I think.
Okay. There should be a little black.
Oh, yep. There we go.
Okay. So just so you like understand, like these are where these three vampires are, and like that's your car. And imagine that there's other cars presumably next to you. Well, no, it's late at night. Visitor parking lot might be a little bit empty, but
Well, it depends on how many students dorm and drive. So, but yeah, no, I get it. It's not going to be one of those a student wakes up and sees their car has a vampire through it.
yeah.
Okay. I guess I will just draw a circle for myself because I assume I would have stepped out the driver's side, which would be here-ish. So I'll use that little red circle for me.
Is your car strong enough for me to climb on it and like do a jump kick at the vampire?
Probably not repeatedly.
Okay. Okay, I won't do that then. It would be cool.
It will hold, maybe like once. Like it's probably one of those, if you do that multiple times in a row, it's just going to be like, the car will eventually be like, why are you like this? But also, these be vampires, so I know what needs to be done. I think. I hope. In before the actual plot twist is Adisha's a watcher that knows nothing about the occult.
All right. So
Vampires, are those the guys like turned into a wolf at midnight?
Yeah.
does everybody get out of the car? I know
Yeah.
Adisha is, but does everybody?
Not yet.
I'm gonna say Toni will and try to climb on top of the car for the first shot.
Easy enough. I'll let you climb on the car.
Which Adisha's definitely like looking in probably a bit of shock, just like, what is she doing? But yeah, I think Adisha, upon seeing her climb out the car, will just be like, what the? Oh, should we roll initiative, by the way?
Oh, there
Is that a thing?
I don't think
I don't think there's an initiative roll, but does anybody have fast reaction?
I
I
fully
do not.
I have it. It comes with the Slayer package.
Because I believe that gives you an advantage to initiative. I know there's one of them that does.
It would make a lot of sense if the Slayer was good at taking the initiative. That's like the whole conceit of the show. So
Our Slayer is actually a turtle.
I put a 1, 2, and 3 next to the vampires. Just
Mm-hmm.
makes it a little easier.
Very good.
So, Tony, what do you want to do from the top of this car?
I want to basically jump on a vampire. Let me see if I can see the numbers. Sorry, I'm looking on my phone.
It's okay. 3 is at the front of the car, and then 1 and 2 are behind the car.
Mm.
Okay. I'm gonna jump off and try to get number 1.
Okay. And what are you just jumping at him, or are you trying to do another move?
I'm gonna jump on him and to knock him down, and then stabby with the
Okay.
the wood thing, the stake.
So we'll start with, this is called a slam tackle.
Okay.
So in your moves, roll your slam tackle.
Okay. Combat slam tackle. And going to no modifiers. So I hit submit.
Actually, your slam tackle, because the game is very weird about giving every attack like its own separate modifier. I do remember. Like each one has its own math. It's kind of silly. Hold on, let me find it. You said slam tackle?
Yes.
So you use your strength and sports.
Yeah, that is what the sheet should do when you roll slam tackle.
Oh, right. Modifiers. Okay.
So this looks like it should be correct.
Okay.
So that is a 9. Describe how you miss jumping on this vampire for me.
Aw. I just land beside him. Like I do the leap with the stake, and because I'm trying to do the stake at the same time, and I land beside the vampire, and I like stake air.
Okay.
Like the air is probably Slade, but that doesn't help with the vampire situation.
Okay. 1 second. Just. Okay. Yeah. So. You miss. So Vampire 2 is going to run up. He's going to try to punch you. Roll a defense for me.
I forget how. I gotta look up how dodging works.
Or yeah, dodge. Sorry.
See, definitely not gonna do the. Okay, so I can do. I'm gonna use getting medieval to dodge this. Where the hell? I wish this sheet would like pop out.
Mm.
Oh wait, or should I? Oh, they're the same. So we're just gonna. Oh, it doesn't even let me roll getting medieval. That's weird. Oh wait, here's the. Oh no. All right, I'm just gonna roll dexterity. It's the same score. So that is an 8. Wow, we're just taking hits here. All L's, no W's.
Okay, so you're gonna you get punched for 13 damage.
That is half my life point. I'm gonna use a drama point to half that.
Okay, so
That's gonna be 6.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. This does feel kind of mean, but you are human. Vampires are a little bit faster than you. So 3 is also he's going to try to grapple you.
Understandable. Jokingly asked, "What did I do to you?"
Let me see. Grapple, grapple, grapple. There it is. So yeah, just resist that with another dodge maneuver.
Okay, I think that helps a little bit. I think. Let me check the pins in Discord. Okay, that's good success.
It is. So unfortunately for you, the way the game works is that when you're NPCs, instead of rolling for them, you have a score you have to beat. Makes it easier for me, so I don't have to fucking
Roll every time.
Right. I can, if I want, I can make a really powerful villain that maybe takes some rolls, but that way it. So you had to beat a 16 on this. So you were close, but he does grab you. But you're going to get a chance to break free, which I was just about.
Actually, could I use a drama point here to make this successful?
Yes, you can.
I will do that. White
Okay.
hat powers. Go.
All right. So So describe to me what this looks like. He we'll say he initially grabs you, and then how do you?
I think he pulls like the classic, because he's probably in a suit. Pulls the classic like slips out of his suit jacket.
Oh.
And it's just like gets a knife out. Now with the suit jacket off is now pulling like, for those who've watched Jujutsu Kaisen, pulling like Nanamine vibes. Who, for those who don't know the anime, is like this basically like dress shirt, glasses, carries like this weird machete. I'll put a gif of him in the Discord chat.
I should watch that sometime.
I mean, Mappa, pay your animators more, but yes, it's pretty solid.
Yeah, I've had it recommended a few times.
Yeah, this guy, except without the weird glasses.
Okay.
Instead, he has like normal-ish glasses. But yeah, no, he'll just slip out, take the opportunity to get his knife and steak ready.
Okay. So here's a question. Are you preparing to go full offense or full defense or anything like that?
I think half and half. Like he's going to
Okay.
like because he knows like with vampires you gotta stab them. So I imagine kind of like uh I don't know. I don't remember what that standard grip for like gripping two knives like probably like the steak is on offense, the knife is on defense, and it's just like ready.
Okay. So we are gonna go back to Vampire 1 and
Oh, has Vampire 1 already had a turn? Or...
Yeah,
no. Jenny attacked, or
Oh, okay.
Toni attacked, and then I went to Vampire 2 and 3 as
Hmm.
they went after Adish. Vampire 1.
Wait, did I? Oh, I didn't get to.
Oh wait,
go?
yeah. You go. You know what? Go ahead. We're in your combat. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think gonna start with the one who grappled me and just let me just look up the rules for staking through the heart. Through the heart. No, I gotta see what sticking him just right means. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Normal humans are. Can't choke them. Can't use guns. Through the heart. I just gotta see if there's any special rules. All right. Okay. So yeah, I think he's going to attempt just go straight for it, right through the heart. Ice cold.
Okay. Use your combat maneuver. It does come with a -3 penalty.
Yeah, I think the sheet might. I hope the sheet factors that in.
Through the heart. Where? Oh, stake through the heart is down here. Yeah, it should have it already. It's on the under the melee weapons.
That is a 9. I don't know if that's going to do it.
No.
What if I hero point? I mean, drama point.
Drama point, that adds a 10 to it, right?
I believe so. I'm definitely using some of my experience to get some trauma points back after this. Jeez, that's crazy. These are coming in clutch.
Because if that's the case, then you would blow right past it.
I mean, yeah, no. Well, hold on. Let me find drama points. Drama points. This feels like playing 3.5 all over again.
Sorry.
No, it's like a nostalgia feeling. Let's see. Righteous Fury. Okay, I have to spend 2 drama points. Oh wait, no, not Righteous Fury. Heroic Feat. Yes, it is a +1 to 1. Though,
Wait, so it's 1-1?
it's 1 to 10
Oh, 1 to
for
10.
for
Okay.
but there's also Righteous Fury, which I'm trying to debate if this will do. I don't know if I can use both at once. But like, there's something about getting jumped while getting out of your car that's just like, all right, okay.
Yeah, I would say that you would want to let it be one or the other. But just using one for the heroic feat would get you which would get you to 19, which would get you.
Yeah, so we'll do that. And Stake Through the Heart does.
So that would raise you because you have 20 damage now. With the additional 4 levels of success, you would be at 24. But because it's a vampire, it does 5 times the damage.
Yeah.
I think it deals 5 times the damage, but only if it'll kill it.
Well, no, I think. Let me.
I just read up on it. Like,
Oh, okay.
But I didn't get like the full combat section or anything. So
Oh, no worries.
I think like staking a vampire through the heart will deal 5 times normal damage, like unless it's not enough to kill him. In which case it will just deal normal damage, and the next time it'll be easier.
That's still not bad.
Well, anyways, it doesn't matter because that's 120 damage, which annihilates
I'm sorry.
Vampire 3.
Yeah, so I think Adish will just like after getting out of that grapple, just move with the knife as if going for the eyes, and then just stake the vampire right through the heart, and then look to Tony and be like, "This is how you kill a vampire." Did you take enough notes?
I was just gonna ask, was anybody watching? Did anybody actually see Dish kill the vampire?
I think Lily is still inside the car, just darting around, like desperately trying to follow what's going on.
I think Tony did see that, and it's like, okay, you got me on that one.
This isn't a repeat of the devil dog fight.
Okay, so Tony, Vampire 1 is going to try to kick you. Roll a dodge.
Well, I don't want to be kicked right now.
That's rude.
It is. What is with these vampires?
They be kicking.
Dodge. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that is enough. You dodge his kick. Do you have any snappy remarks for him?
It's just going to be like, that's rude. I wasn't ready to kill you yet.
All right. What do you do? She's back to you.
Now I'm going to try to kill him for coming at me like that.
Okay.
I will ask him how old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
That it right now during a fight. That's what you want to know.
Yeah.
You might be the weirdest Slayer I've ever met.
So you're not going to answer?
No, that's a really weird question right now.
Fine. Then I'll have to
Can I do something? Or is it like the vampire's turn first?
No, it's Tony's turn. I was just trying to figure out what move to use.
We'll come back to Lily in a second.
Okay.
I guess I'm just going to try to well, to knock him, just to kind of, would it be a jump kick or a sweep kick to just kick him down to the ground before I stab him?
Sweep kick would be to knock him down to the ground.
Did that actually work this time? Let me try again. Oh, here it goes. Submit. Come on, let me submit. Okay, did that work?
Yes, that does work.
Okay. And can I stab him through the heart?
We're gonna
Or
on your next turn, you'll get a chance to do that, and you'll have some bonuses from him being on the ground. Lily, what did you want to do?
I wanted to like pick up one of the vampires, or like whichever one is not currently engaged.
2.
Yeah. Or yeah. Because what we're in a car park, right?
Yeah,
Or
you're in a little parking lot. Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna roll for probably shouldn't damage any cars. I'm gonna roll for telekinesis and
Okay.
just see if I can help out any. So that is, I think, my willpower and my sorcery. That's a +8 right now. That is a 14. And let's
how are
see.
how are you using your telekinesis?
So hang on, let me see real quick if this is enough. That's a 3. I may need to I'm going to use my telekinesis to basically just keep one of the vampires busy, like just slam them into like nearby trash cans or like
Okay.
or it's just a basic attack. I think I am going to, because the vampires started out very strong. So Lily is probably in panic mode right now. So I'm going to pay life to add +5 to that. And that is me giving up half of my hit points.
Okay.
So let's see. That is a 19, which is a level 5. Wait, no, that's useless. I should only pay enough to get a +3. Otherwise, I just literally will not get anything out of it.
Okay. So, do you just want to slam him in a car, or do you want to use your telekinesis to knock him down to the ground?
Let's see. I don't want to like leave any, because I'm both in panic mode, but I also generally don't want to leave like too many traces and all that. Yeah, I think I just wanna take one of the vampires and just toss him as far away from the car as possible, basically, and just or nah, I guess just slam him into the ground.
Okay. So, if Toni and Adish wouldn't take their chance, they're both down on the ground, which means they take their defenses at a -4. So if you want to go for the stake through the heart, now's the time.
Oh, let's go.
So I think she's trying to, she's just staying inside the car and like sort of being like, oh, what do we do? And just sort of, force lifts one of the vampires and just, I guess, just slams them against the ground with a 17 here. Is that enough to hit him?
Yeah, that works.
Because if it is, I think it deals 10 points of damage.
Yep, that's more than enough to hit them. He's on the ground. They're all on the ground, which so if both vampires are on the ground. So Toni and Adish, if you want to roll the stake through the heart, go for it.
Toni, do you want to go first or?
I'm trying to do it.
Let me see.
How
If you
is it
want, I
any
think
kind of
I
well
can
lit
click
here?
on the button for you.
I clicked on it, it's just not letting me submit it because it's okay. Let me do it. Oh my
Okay.
goodness, a lot of damage, right?
Yeah.
Is it a well lit car park or is it?
I would say pretty average.
Okay,
Like-
so
like just like a
this
couple-
might be the first time then that you've seen Lily like use magic offensively. Because one of them is just, or maybe not even really see her do it. You just see one of the vampires to like fly up into the air a little bit and then slam into the ground, like very audibly.
Okay. Yeah. Vampire 1 is turned to dust.
Oh,
Honestly, you don't even need the 5 times damage. That 60 damage is enough to kill him without the
how did you deal 60?
Slayer.
Wow.
Slayers.
Extra strength and stuff.
I'd
Slayers
give them a
are-
certified hit points to deal 10.
You should have just told me how old he was so that I could find out if he had any answers for history.
He wasn't quite that old. You wanna roll a dish?
Yes, time to stake through the heart. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see if I follow through. No modifiers?
No.
Hello?
No.
Okay. Ooh. And that was me rolling a nat 10.
Ooh.
So
I have not seen it yet, but I believe you.
Yeah, I believe you. Just not showing up in the chat function there.
oh well, my connection has been interrupted, so it might take a bit. Dang it, roll 20.
What does it say on yours?
It says my connection to the server has been interrupted.
Try refreshing.
But yeah, I did roll a 10 for a 13 total.
Oh, there we go. Yep, there it is. Yep. And yeah, you dust Vampire 2, which I believe is now 2 vampires for Adish, 1 for Toni, who's the real Vampire Slayer.
It's not me.
It's because he's like 60.
Wow.
He's had so much time to practice.
Is it too late to get a mulligan on like a Slayer?
I mean, technically, you can spend enough experience to become a Slayer, but there should only be one present in any. There is like that hard, like one at a time.
Yeah, you'd have to kill Toni.
There are technically, like, in the book, it does say, like, you can decide you're playing post, turn all potential Slayers into Slayers and have multiple Slayers in your game, but we're not there.
I say because if you do that, then Toni could go back to her overscheduled self and be what is it? What is she doing? Like Congress and president and all that stuff, which she's still insisting she can do.
Mm-hmm.
Believe in yourself.
So, all the vampires that are done. They've all turned to ash and dust and whatever else the vampires turn into in the show. What are y'all gonna do now?
They've been turned to dust. I'm guessing they didn't leave any evidence. Well, there's nothing. I guess, is there anybody watching?
No.
Yeah. So there's nobody watching, going like no signs of anyone looking around and being like, huh. I guess it becomes like, everybody okay?
I think like Lily like stumbles out of the car and is
The
like
vampire said weird.
Wait, what happened? I missed that.
sorry.
So as Lily's stumbling out of the car, Toni says the vampire says I was weird. Said I was weird.
You are weird, but Atish's just gonna move to like offer Lily's a shoulder to like.
Well, that I'm sorry about your car's upholstery. I managed to get most of it, and she like just coughs up blood like underneath.
Are you okay? Upholstery can be changed.
I will be okay. It's been a while since I've had to lift anything of that magnitude. Just a little bit of blood sweat. I'll be fine.
Did you go to the hospital?
Oh, no. No. I'll patch myself up.
That's internal injuries. Do it need surgery?
Fine, I've been through worse. I just need to sew some things together. I'll be okay.
Here. I think Adish will just be like, hey, I'll help you. Do you need help walking?
No, I'll be fine.
Okay.
Well, I just need some rest.
The hospital?
No hospital. Again, the Watchers Council would do far worse to me than I just did to myself.
I am concerned.
Don't worry too much. Look, I may have done a little bit of blood magic just to help give the spell a little bit of extra pizzazz. I've done this before.
Is there like a magic?
Thanks for following up, by the way. That was an excellent taking.
Magic doctor?
We'll look into. We'll take care of that later. You're sure you can move?
Yes, I should be able to move just fine.
Okay.
Just get me close to my home.
All right. After we find Corey, because now I'm worried.
Yes, I do wonder what was with that? Who were those? I did not sign up to be hunted.
Me neither.
Do you want me to run up and try to check on Corey while you stay with?
I think we'd better stick together.
You don't. You really look like you need to rest, or you know, go to the hospital like you said you aren't going to do.
Yes, I still think the hospital is a bad idea, but I do think that staying close to you at this moment will be safer.
Yeah.
We don't know if they targeted all of us or just you, or I don't know, maybe some vampires just have it out against Adish. I doubt that.
I mean, uh, watch your popularity.
Did you
Yes, we
give
should
that?
watch our popularity.
Did you give them a bad grade? Maybe.
Uh, I would be impressed if vampires took grades that personally at their age.
I I don't think I've given any of those people late fines.
I don't think I dated any of them.
Huh. Well, they did mention knowing too much, so I assume this is about Isabella.
That, yes, that would make a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to.
Catch up with Corey, but first of all, let me have a look in your trunk. Do you have any of those, crossbows or anything like that?
I only have my knife with me, unfortunately.
Hmm. Well, we'll have to make do with what we have.
So, yeah, unfortunately, you are. Oh, we are. I am unfortunately very limited on what I have.
I think Lily just like produces like a tire iron that she like stole from your car, like in case she had to, run out of there and beat up some vampires.
Yeah. What's it? Dang, I lost my thought. Sorry.
Hmm.
What's it? Yeah. So I think Adish would. I don't think. Yeah, he'd go back to get his weapons. He'd be like, "We need to find Corey."
Agreed.
Uh,
So you go into the dorms looking for Corey?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you I think what you find is the Corey's door broken down, like broken off its hinges. No Corey, but the room has been tossed.
Oh no.
Well, that is worrying.
Is there any obvious evidence of what happened?
Yeah, there are like evidence of a struggle, or is it more like or I guess is there some sort of investigation role you could do to figure that out?
Um, Intelligence, like make a notice roll.
Yeah.
Can we all do that?
Yeah, you can all do that. You can all look.
I really need to get a little bit better at this, or like finish my character sheet in Roll20. But that's a 10.
So what am I rolling again?
Notice. Da, 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 da.
Nothing in that. How would that be?
Wait, why is notice strength?
What? Maybe that's just like the
Oh,
standard.
right, no, because you can adjust which
Yeah.
stat it is for skills, right?
Yeah, I got a 10 because I'm very attentive.
Notice is
13.
that correct? Notice is strength.
No, it's I think skills are a little bit more fluid and you can kind of just be like, oh hey.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes. Oh wait, you said intelligence perception would definitely make sense here as well.
Yeah, intelligence or perception, whichever one.
It's still giving me a 0 rating no matter what I pick. That doesn't seem fit, right?
I did notice you had a weirdly low, like roll earlier as well.
Um, it depends on whether, like, the rating depends on whether or not you have any points in notice.
Oh, okay. This is really not liking me today.
Okay, so combined, everyone has enough successes to realize that it looks like there was a small struggle, like they surprised Corey or someone in this room, and then they tossed the room to make it look like they were looking for something, not like
Oh,
they took someone.
hmm.
So we have to find Corey.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Who would have? Okay, I'm going to find him now.
We've got to get moving.
Yes,
Tony,
I am inclined to agree.
quickly. She looks really, really worried.
Does anybody try to page Corey?
Tony,
Good question.
Tony's in panic mode.
We did give him a pager, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we all have pictures.
I believe so.
I'll just wait, I didn't decide whether I would pick heads or tails for what. So one is I do, two is I don't. Okay, yeah, I do. Try to try to page Corey.
Okay. Nothing comes of that right this moment. But how do you look for Corey? Do you just search the campus? What are you doing?
I'm panicking. So I'm looking like under the couch in the common room. I'm looking.
No, I think well, yeah, she could do that. I think because we do have Corey's pager, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Adish will try to page Corey.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
say not.
Lily's also trying to do that. So
And if Lily's doing that, then Adish is going to try to look for signs of, like, if the kidnappers left anything that could identify them. Like, I imagine Corey might have fought back and they might have dropped something in the struggle.
okay. That will be another intelligence notice to try to find something specific in the wreckage.
So he's not in the closet or under the couch.
No.
Notice intelligence.
Yes.
Is he in the cabinet?
Okay. That's 4 levels of success. Now, what would somebody? See, because I'm just having a moment of trouble because I'm imagining like a vampire's not just carrying around a wallet, you know. So what way they have to identify them?
Oh, like a specific vampire, or
Yeah.
could be like something that you like, a necklace that you've seen a student with a lot, or like
The
like
student ID card.
or a really tacky suit that like only that person would wear.
That's someone trying to compete with the dish.
Okay, so the vampire earlier who showed up, he had, we'll say, like an identifiable jacket on, right? Like, say it had like some gold buttons or something, and you find one of those gold buttons that you've seen on his jacket when he.
Mm.
I think Adi should just be like, oh, fuck, we just dusted the people who could have given us a clue.
Mm.
But wait, that means Corey can't be far. They must have put him somewhere, given him to someone.
Just to be clear, there was technically 4 vampires. One of them did leave. He showed up, told you what it was about, and then sicked the other 3 vampires on you.
Oh, right.
Let's find out last one.
Hmm.
We need to find that last one then.
We do.
I can't find Corey anywhere here.
Well, I think that 4th vampire took him somewhere.
Where is the nearest graveyard?
The nearest graveyard.
Oh, vampires like to hang out at those, right?
You're right.
I don't know. Does anyone have a better idea?
No, I don't. But I'm just like, where? I'm just like, all right. What do we do if we go to the graveyard?
We kill the vampires and find Corey.
All right, straightforward plan. I like it.
Search the mausoleums that are super big for some reason. Big enough that you can live in them.
Well, we need to go now. Corey could be anywhere. They could be hurting him.
Yeah, no, we need to move.
Yep. Is there anything in Corey's room that's like makes a good weapon?
I mean, you could
Does,
break
does
some stuff.
Has
I will
Corey
say that, like,
stocked up on steaks? Or?
oh yeah, you know, if you search Corey's room, you would probably find stakes hidden somewhere. I would say otherwise you do have the time to like go grab weapons real quick.
No, we don't. We have to get Corey now.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, if we probably have to drive through the campus to get out, we might as well go get our stuff.
That is true.
Yeah, and don't go through Corey's room.
Yeah, we'll
Just
stop
like,
by the theater department and
I
grab
think
things.
Lily just looks up like halfway through, like you know, halfway through, like looking through a duffel bag. Sorry, what?
Yeah, don't go through Corey's room. Let's just go get weapons somewhere else. You know, we need to
Fair
respect privacy.
Right, fair enough.
Okay.
Professional and all that.
So I think we end this episode with like a montage of every like grabbing your weapons and like, you know, strapping your crossbow to your back and like getting
Putting
ready.
a hand crossbow in her purse.
Yeah, you Toni like really focused on finding Corey. Like she's worried. You haven't seen her this worried before.
Mm.
And yeah, so we just end with like everybody, with Toni worrying, everybody getting ready to like go to the graveyard to try to search for Corey. And that is where we'll end today.
All right. I'm going to count that as like an hour having passed and me regaining 1 hit point.
This is
Works for
with
me.
it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, we do need to actually worry about our hit points. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna spend 3 of my experience to get those drama points back because those are clutch.
Yes. Yeah. The thing is like if you are a normal human in this game, things do normal amounts of like real world potential damage to you. So like you're fighting a super strong vampire and he punches you in the face, you lose half your hit points because he almost killed you. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And they take a while to come back.
Like if Adish hadn't used a drama point to dodge that punch or to have that, it probably would have ended up in the hospital after the fight.
Yeah. That's why I was like, no, no. He's trained to fight vampires. He's going to look damn trained.
Like 6 is gonna need to like take some time and like maybe get patched up a little bit, but like if you take that full punch, like that's a hospital trip to heal it up. Per the game's rules, like they tell you, like if you're a normal person, you're probably gonna end up in the hospital to heal up.
Yep. That is what drama points are for.
Mm-hmm.
Partially.
All right. Let's sign out for the day, starting with Adish.
Hi, I'm Epic Impulse, or JT. I've played Adish Bhattacharya, your resident vampire ass kicker and disaster teacher. Also, I do love how the caption said ask kicker. I'm just like, damn it, Zoom.
And where can we find you?
I am on Twitter at Brownest Nerd. I try to be active on Hive when it loads, as I believe I have myself as Epic Impulse on there. So yeah, I actually have to check because it's been a while. And I'm still waiting for co-host to let me in. So we'll eventually be on there. Yeah, no, I am on Hive as Epic Impulse, so. Also, shout out to the captions for saying I'm on Hive as ethical and not epic. Yeah, but that's me.
Okay, and Toni.
Hi, I am Janie Pot 7575 on Twitter and Hive and Twitch and whatever else I can sign up for. And I played Toni, the overscheduled vampire slayer, who is really worried about her ex now, but nobody knows that Corey's her ex because she doesn't tell anybody anything. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say, so I'll stop talking.
All right, and Iris.
Yeah, I'm Iris. I have been portraying Lily, the very normal librarian, who is just along for the ride, literally. Um, I'm at Iris VVO or at Iris VVO on Twitter and possibly also other things if I finally get around to doing that. Yeah, I am. I do voice acting. I'm in some smaller things, and mostly just obvious projects at the moment. And that is that's all I can think to say at the moment. Slightly belated Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. All right. And I am Nerdy Teddy. You can find me on Twitter at Nerdy Teddy. Best place to find out what I'm doing currently. It is just this. Of course, that will change as we get more into the new year. But yes, Happy New Year. You can find me here. Sometimes over on Girls Run These Worlds. And
oh yeah, I should sign up for one of those.
it's a good space.
Yeah, I saw like one or two things of theirs go up that I was like, oh, I like to like I'm interested in this. So
I believe there's a Misspent Youth game one shot that is open for Thursday the 19th.
Hmm.
Yeah, you also have to be available this Thursday for the session 0, but they try to keep everything close to when the show's coming out so that it makes people, oh, I have to sign up for this. I don't have 2 weeks and then I forget about it. Anyways,
not that I'd ever do that.
right. Yeah, we aren't going to raid anyone today, but we will see you next time, everyone. Bye.
Yeah, see you later.